Right. More Bambino action. C50 Pro Class heading out on circuit. Let's have a look at their grid. Albert Friend has pole position. Jensen Ackerman having a sterling day. Second. Edward Haynes and Oliver Sibbald on row 2. Blair Smith, Findlay Hines on row 3. Harley Musk and Henry Clark are on row 4. Luca Ballack and Cooper Sned on row 5. Harley Findlatter and Liam Welsh are on row 6. Finlay Lawson and Maximilian Aberhart row 7. Alex Horrobin and Jensen White row 8. Sebastian Power and Ronnie Legg row number 9. My brain is that frazzled from that new era race. Right, situation in the championship for this one. Edward Haynes has got a good lead. He's got a good lead. And this may just be a case of get round lap 1 and the championship is here. Let's just pull up the Heat 2 results to remind ourselves. Jensen Ackerman took the win on that one. And in fact, no, we're going to pull away from that because we are good for a start then here on the grid. Oh, a couple more just forming in. 551 points is what I have Edward Haynes on. Oliver Sibbald is on 529. Eyes on the lights, ready then for the C50 Pro Final. Away they go then for the start of this one. And it's been a good start for Ackerman again. He's going to take the lead into Cafe Bend for the first time in this 10-minute plus 1 lap final. But he's lost out a little bit there. He's fallen down the order a little bit. No, different helmet, apologies. But Ackerman continues to lead. There's already been a bit of a split in the field. Albert Friend trying to go to the outside. Oliver Sibbald in there as well. Can we all get through the Stratford hairpin clean? Yes, we can. That's good to see. Now, where is the number 46 in all of this? This is the kart that we need to look at. Edward Haynes just needs to keep going round and finish the races. There's contact there between the number 11 of Sebastian Power and the 17 of Alex Horrobin. But Edward Haynes, who started the 46 from 4th on the grid, as far as we're aware, is still running around there. Ooh, potential transponder issue on Oliver Sibbald's kart. No, it's fixed itself now. And where is the number 46? Well, he's fallen to 10th place, which isn't necessarily a disaster. Maybe just taking things nice and easy on this first lap, knowing that just getting round and getting a race finish is all Edward needs to take the title. And that's a sensible approach, if you ask me. You can see him there on the left of your shot in the black and orange kart with the black helmet, number 46. Ali Findlatter in the middle of that fight as well, the number 10 kart, alongside Cooper Snedden, who's had some good overtakes today, some good battles through the field. Not the best of luck, got spun out of race number 1. Good to see him at the front once again here. 1, 2, 3 working together quite well. Ackerman, Friend and Sibbald. A round victory in Superone BKC up at stakes for them. Cross start, finish the go then. Still Ackerman ahead of Friend, Sibbald, Musk in 4th. Bit of a lonely 4th. Cooper Snedden now at the front of this pack on your screen there in 5th place, which contains pretty much the rest of the running field. There is Harley Musk. But Harley Musk has had good results today. Got a 5th in heat number 1. Heat number 2 wasn't bad either. 9th place and is here running well in the top 5. Leaders coming down the Hanger straight now and through Hanger Bend. Oliver Sibbald has a little look down the inside of Albert Friend, but decides not to go for it that time. Maybe just thinking a little bit close to the rear bumper of Jensen Ackerman. Didn't want to run on and potentially cause some form of problem. Sensible driving in this top 3 at the moment. Oliver Sibbald's transponder issue is returned. Don't worry, he's falling down the order on the left-hand side of your tower on the screen, but he's quite clearly still there in third place. Don't worry about that. Of course, what this will probably mean is that if there's a close finish again, we've seen a couple of them so far today with the long run to the finish line. But I might be asking Darren and his replay camera to come out should there be any close on the line action involving the E-plate carts. Here's this great battle coming through for fifth place. Cooper Snedden and Blair Smith side by side as they go through the chicane. And Edward Haynes, championship leader, champion-elect at the moment. I'm pretty sure that he is now our champion, having already started this race. We're a few laps in. Even if he were to retire now, with Oliver Sibbald winning the race, that's the only other driver who have a mathematical chance of overtaking him. Even if Oliver Sibbald won the race, Haynes would still be champion. Looking a little bit further down the order, Liam Welsh has just got a position, 11th place, ahead of Henry Clark. Jensen White on the move as well, as up to 13th. And intriguing this, the group from 5th downwards have caught up to Harley Musk, and here comes Edward Haynes. So Edward Haynes up to 5th place now. He's got past, 6th place. He's got ahead of Cooper Snedden. We need to keep reminding ourselves that Oliver Sibbald is still out there. Transponder not responding to crossing the timing beams, but he is still running out there, as here comes Edward Haynes again on the inside of Harley Musk for 4th place and gets through. So unfortunately, Harley Musk falling a few down the order, as that looks to be the 88, I think, of Liam Welsh. Yes, it is. So unfortunate that for Liam. He was running really well, was up in 12th position, but has retired from this race with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Edward Haynes then, 4th place on the road at the moment. Ackerman, Friend and Sybil still out ahead. And it's Follow, the potential champion, for the rest of the field now. As they look to get some good points, they'll still have their own championship aims in terms of final position to go for. There's some good racing going on in this group. Blair Smith, Finley Hines and Harley Musk. Cooper Snedden just at the back of this group, all working together quite nicely. Keeping an eye out for Oliver Sibbald. I should say he's still out there. We might actually see him on screen for a while. I'm just going to confirm in the old-fashioned way that he is still circulating, that I'm not telling you lies. No, he is still there in 3rd place. There is a bit of a gap, though, that's developed between 2nd and 3rd. Friend and Ackerman working well together. As they go down towards the Stratford hairpin, actually, some good speed from Sibbald. He pulls that gap back in. Edward Haynes is trying to break clear now of the 5th place battle between Blair Smith and Finley Hines. Finley Hines in the number 57 plate there. Back with our leaders on your screens. In fact, it's very close between our 3 leaders. 3 minutes plus 1 lap to go of this one. At the moment, they can just keep working together. The gap back to the next group is about 5.5 seconds. Come around the final corner. Jensen Ackerman, as I say, has been on great form today. Had a difficult start of the season at Clay Pigeon, but has grown across the course of this year. Change for the lead though. There, Albert Friend to the front, ahead of Oliver Sibbald, and then Jensen Ackerman, but it's still all to play for. We've seen this class go back and forth several times so far today through the heats, and here it goes again. Ackerman down the inside. Great overtake down at the bottom of the circuit. Clean overtake on 2 drivers in 1 corner. So back to the front, Ackerman. As we say, difficult start to the season, but has picked up the results in this weekend particularly at Shannington. Has just gone forward and forward. 5th at the start of the weekend in heat number 1, then followed that up with a trio of 3rds across heat 2, the final yesterday, and then the first heat today, and then won heat number 2. Here he is leading with 1.5 minutes to go of the final. Could this be a first? In fact, it might even be a first podium. I don't want to curse it too much, though. It would be by far the strongest result so far in the finals this year. The driver of the number 12. Keeping an eye on number 46, Edward Haynes, is not able at the moment to pull away from Blair Smith and Finley Hines, but that won't matter one bit because Edward is still doing more than what he needs to do to be crowned champion in this Bambino C50 Pro class. There he is indeed, number 46. He's just driven very tidily all day, which, considering that Edward is a Bambino driver, one of the youngest drivers here in the Superone BKC Championships. There's been a number of our drivers in this position today, just needing to get the cart round, pick up the points to take the championship, and not everybody's done it. So this has been very, very impressive from Edward today, and we keenly wait and see how he progresses on over the next few years and hopefully moves up into cadets, maybe even beyond. Penultimate lap then for our leaders. Jensen Ackermann still out front ahead of Albert Friend, who, again, he's had a very good day. He's had a very good weekend. If he wraps up this second place, he won't have been outside of the top 2 all weekend. And in fact, I'm just going to check the points again. Oh, it's very, very active. If Albert Friend can get past and into lead, that would give him second place in this championship, I reckon. That's going to be easier said than done. As they go on to the last lap then, can Jensen Ackermann close this out? He's got one more lap to do to win his first final of the season, be on the podium for the first time in a final this season. Such has been the performance here from Ackermann today. Very, very impressive indeed as they come down into the Stratford hairpin. Sybil's going to try and go wide. Is he going to go and throw one round the outside? They're 3 wide as they go into the hairpin, but that's good speed from Ackermann, sweeping through the Stratford hairpin. The long run now to the chicane, the Bruno chicane, and still Ackermann has the lead here as they go through the right, then the left, then the right again, trying to avoid those big, big curbs that are through that chicane. Ackermann will go defensive on the inside. He doesn't want to give Albert Friend or Oliver Sybil the chance to get underneath him into the last couple of corners, into the last big braking zone. Here it is through Wilkins. One last corner to go. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a drag race once again. Can Friend get to the inside? No, I don't think he can. And Ackermann's going to take the win. A first win of the year. What a victory for Jensen Ackermann here at Shennington. He takes the final ahead of Albert Friend and Oliver Sybil. But there is, we reckon, your champion in the points, Edward Haynes. He didn't need to win the race. He just needed to get round and get to the finish. And in the end, the history books will show that he wins the championship on 606 points. There is your winner, though.